हे हैजी, कैसे हो भाई?
Hey, isn't that Nahida? Nahida! I didn't think we'd run into you here.
By the way, you have codes. Codes for what?
Oh, hey there. It's been a
अभी
while,
तक
hasn't
कुछ
it?
नया बैनर आ गया है
What
क्या
have you two
codes
been
का?
up to?
Which codes?
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How
Oh
about you?
no. Yeah, I know what you mean, redeem codes,
I'm
but
just looking out for some
नहीं
leads
यार,
while
मेरे को
getting some
पता नहीं है
fresh
उसके
air.
बारे में. ज़्यादा
I
अपडेटेड नहीं रहती हूँ
noticed
मैं.
that I have some blurry memories after saving
ये
Earth,
नए
so
बैनर का रिडीम कोड है.
I
वाओ, दे भी दिया.
almost feel like
Awesome.
there's still something extremely important I need to do.
चलो मैं कॉपी पेस्ट करके
But
रख
I
लेता हूँ.
can't remember what it is. Hmm? Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's built with
Thank you, thank
some
you.
kind of
Thank you very
power.
much.
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but
वैसे ये
I
कितने
have
के
no recollection of it
रिडीम कोड हैं?
whatsoever.
ये
It's built
50-50
with
दे रहे
pure
हैं कि
elemental
20-20 दे रहे
power
हैं?
that is quite
इज इट
similar
फॉर द
to
न्यू
mine,
5.1
but
का
yet
अपडेट वाले
it's also a
रिडीम
little
कोड्स हैं क्या?
different. It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is. Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away.
वो 100 पर
Thanks,
कोड,
you
दैट्स
two.
ऑसम.
I
चलो
didn't
ठीक
mean
है,
to
डन है,
trouble you again.
करती हूँ.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
हाय कुलदीप,
Get out! You shouldn't
थैंक्स
be
फॉर
around
जॉइनिंग
here.
यार.
I'm sorry, Lesser Lord
From
Kusanagi.
tomorrow onwards
Fungi don't
400
usually come
Primos
near
till
this
1st
place.
October. भाई
Last warning.
what?
Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
सही है,
Hang
सही है.
on.
So should
I
I
think it's trying to tell
store,
us something.
मतलब save it
You're
और
Tetrarchon, it's a
रेडन वाले
monster.
बैनर पे एक बार और चांस मार
Please,
लूं?
don't worry.
C2 तो नहीं कर पाऊंगी यार इस बारी, मुझे नहीं लगता उसको
I
C2 कर
think I
पाऊंगी मैं इस बार.
understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it.
अगली बैनर में कौन कौन आ रहा है बता सकते हो?
You can understand it? Mm-hmm. Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... That's true. Okay, let's go take a look. Alright,
ना, I'll
lead
pass
the
on
way,
जियो
Fungus.
कैरेक्टर्स, मेरे को इतने खास नहीं लगते हैं. कभी जोंगली मिलेगा तो मैं पुल करूंगी, बट अदरवाइज
Some fungi are
जियो
friendly,
कैरेक्टर्स आई विल
while
अवॉइड.
others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions.
ओह ओके ओके, सो
It appears
अर्जेंटीना
they
का
was in
बैनर
a
कब आ रहा
hurry
है?
because of this unconscious
उसके अगला
fungus.
वाला बैनर है क्या, या अभी टाइम है?
Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member. Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're
5.2 में आ
very
रहे हैं.
sensitive
Oh,
to
got it.
elemental power. Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look.
Cool,
I
cool. I
should
don't
be
know
able
if
to
I
help
want to
if
pull
it's
for
just a common illness. What is it, Nahida?
के लिए पुल करूँ कि नहीं करूँ अभी
Strange.
नहीं पता मुझे. I'm
Very
still thinking कि
strange.
क्या करूँ.
This
Lot
fungus
of
didn't develop
my
from a spore.
characters
It's
need
an elemental life form.
constellations, तो I'd
Huh?
rather save up
An
for that.
elemental life form?
अभी के लिए मेरे पास मेरे
Yes.
हिसाब से मेरे
Although the fungi you normally
favorites तो
see
हैं
aren't
ही.
capable of using elemental powers, they're merely
Recently I got
borrowing
Kiki
elemental
as
power
well,
from nature
and
around them.
क्योंकि
As
क्रायो
for
का
this
मेरे पास कोई
fungus,
था ही नहीं, ओनली
it
केया के
has
साथ खेलती
elemental
थी मैं,
power flowing through
तो
it.
कीकी मिली है मेरे को,
Definitely not
तो
anything like your
उसको
typical
अभी अपग्रेड
fungus.
करने में लगी हुई हूँ. शी इज गुड बाय द वे. हु आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट? अलेंचिनो? आई एम श्योर यार, उसका एनिमेशन
Exactly.
काफी तोड़ लगता है मेरे को.
This is very
नो,
interesting. I've
हु?
never seen anything like it. So this is a first even for Nahida. But that's not
डोंट
all.
यूज कीकी.
There's a large void
कीकी इज
within
गुड इन
its
अर्ली
elemental
गेम.
power.
ओके.
The void is stopping the
शिट,
elemental
अर्ली
power
गेम में
from
तो मेरे को
flowing
मिली नहीं
normally,
थी.
which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away. My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank
अच्छा
you,
अच्छा, मेक्स
as well
सेंस.
as the stranger and creature
Only
next to
Barbara
you.
using Kiki for now is fine.
It can talk?
I have
Oh,
to get
I
Nahida
didn't
next. ठीक है,
expect
डन.
such a
तो
strange
अब
creature
मैं
to make a
कुछ और नहीं
sound like
देखेगी.
that.
जब नहीदा का बैनर
Seems
आएगा
I'm
तब मैं
just as
नेक्स्ट
shocked as you are.
I'm going to pull them.
What? Of course Paimon can talk.
नहीदा is a must have.
Paimon is a
वैसे she is very
distinct
cute.
creature.
Yeah, I love her
Paimon's
story quests
distinct.
also. मजा आता है मेरे को उसके
Paimon!
साथ
Hello,
खेलने में.
Paimon. I am not yet
है
able
तो
to
मजेदार चीज.
evaluate an organism's
और
intelligence
डेंड्रो
from its
कैरेक्टर मेरे पास
appearance.
एक्चुअली कोई भी
I
नहीं है
will
इतना
only know
इवॉल्व,
you're
सो
able
मे
to
बी
speak
नहीदा इज द
once
वन
you
फॉर
have
मी देन.
spoken.
Oh, well,
नहीदा स्पेस 2
let me
ऑफ.
consider it
ओ
seriously.
लवली, आ ही रही
No
है फिर
big
तो.
deal.
बहुत सही.
But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon. You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me, 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 me.
अच्छा, परफेक्ट, डन है. फिर तो मैं लेट्स it's been
Very
decided.
grateful
I'm
for
going to
your
pull for
help.
नहीदा next. सही है यार. मेरे पास I didn't get any other 5-star characters
I
from
was
Sumeri
confident
Limited
that I
banner.
knew of
अच्छा,
all the creatures in
ये
Tibet.
सही है.
Even if there are
बड़ा
ones
सोच
I've
समझ के
never seen with
कैरेक्टर्स
my own eyes,
इकट्ठा
I
कर रहे हो
thought I
तुम लोग.
possessed all the
मेरे
relevant
पास बस
knowledge about them.
डेंड्रो का टिनारी है.
However,
उसका
even
मेरे
if
को
I were to lay out the traits
पूछे
of
बिना
all
ही आई
elemental
थिंक आई एम
life forms,
C4 और समथिंग.
you don't seem to match
राइडन के
any
बैनर
of
में
them.
भी 5 स्टार मिल
What
गया था
are
मुझे
you?
टिनारी का. आई
And
डोंट नो
where
व्हाई.
did you come from?
I come
बट
from an
उसके साथ
ancient
खेलने में
race,
बहुत
We
मतलब
have
मेरे को
existed
मजा
for
नहीं
a
आया।
very long
क्यूट है वैसे,
time,
बुरा नहीं है।
possibly longer than any records in existence. My
यार ये
home
बो
was
एंड
filled
एरो
with
कैरेक्टर्स
flowing
ना
water
मेरा तो
and
जान
great
निकल जाता है भाई,
mountains.
वो भी पीएस में खेलना।
Lush
वो
grass covered the
एक्चुअली आई
land,
ट्राइड
and my family and I lived
मोबाइल
in
में
peace
बो
and
एंड एरो
happiness
कैरेक्टर्स, दे आर वेरी इजी टू प्ले विथ।
until the apocalypse
टिनारी इज
came
बेस्ट, बिल्ड हिम।
and
हाँ
changed my home
वेल,
forever. A
वही
horrifying power
बिल्ड तो करना ही
consumed
है।
all there was.
तो अभी मैं
The
दो
seeds
बंदों
of
को बिल्ड करने की
catastrophe
सोच रही
nested
थी,
and grew
किकी
inside of
और
us,
कूजो सारा। सो आई एम
twisting and
गेसिंग मैं
molding
किकी
us,
छोड़ देती हूँ अभी के
causing
लिए,
us to
वो
lose control.
50 लेवल पे तो है ही।
We were victims of the
आई रादर बिल्ड
apocalypse.
कूजो सारा देन।
Yet, in
तो
time,
राइडन का हाइपर
we
टीम भी है
also
मेरे पास।
became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like
ओके,
some
नो
kind
हो
of an
गया।
old fable.
सारा कैन बफ योर
It's a
हेड। हाँ
long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the
अच्छा,
apocalypse
समझ गई।
and
चलो
refer
ठीक
to
है, फेयर
it.
इनफ।
Are
उसका
you
उसका
destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the
लाइक
desert?
हर एलिमेंटल, like the
It said
animations and
that
all
they
I
were
really
looking
love.
for a way to save their homeland, but the
सारा
catastrophe of the
बेस्ट फॉर
desert
राइडर।
should have ended
यार
a long time
हैश,
ago.
मुझे लग रहा है कि कुलदीप मेरे साथ खेले हुए, इसलिए वो थोड़ा सा
We are
सोच
not from the
मतलब देख के
desert.
बोल रहे हैं, क्योंकि मेरे
I
को
would
ना
very much
ऐसे
like to tell you the
स्पेसिफिक
location of
टीम्स
my homeland,
जो एक्चुअली
but
देखो, अब
unfortunately,
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मेरे को रोटेशन तो
that
कुछ
may
नहीं
sound
आता।
a bit odd,
तो
as
आई
it is
रादर हैव
very
लाइक अ वर्सेटाइल
important to
टीम
both
विच
me
आई
and
कैन
my
वर्क
family.
विथ, कि
Yes,
कोई भी बॉस
how
पे
can
ले
we
जाऊं एंड
forget?
थिंग्स लाइक दैट, rather
I
than
am
have
a
like
life form
proper
that was
specialized teams. I
contaminated by
think
the apocalypse.
that's what
A part of my knowledge
is the
and
difference, I
abilities
think,
taken
कि
away
सारा
as
किसी
the
और टीम में ज़्यादा
contamination
काम नहीं आ
inside
पाएगी,
of
sort
me
of a thing.
was purged.
I
If
get
your
it
characters
now.
cannot survive,
So the
then you
void of
won't be killing
elemental
anyone.
power
भाई
was left behind from when the
बिल्कुल
forbidden
सही बात
knowledge
बोला
was
आपने।
purged.
बंदा जिंदा तो रहना चाहिए ना
I'm
लड़ाई करने के
sorry.
लिए।
I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden
एक्चुअली ऑन
knowledge
दैट
is no
नोट
more,
कीकी
and your
को ही बिल्ड
homeland should
करते
be
हैं, क्योंकि
safe now.
फ्रीज टीम्स में ना मुझे टाइम मिल जाता है थोड़ा सा ना
Should be safe
कॉम्बिनेशन
now. We can go home.
ड्यूरिंग
For the
बैटल
longest
समझने के
time,
लिए।
this moment has
फ्रीज
only
टीम्स
seemed like a dream.
मेक मी
I
फील लाइक
never
इट इज़
knew it
ईजी,
would become
क्योंकि
a
भाई
reality so
बढ़िया चीज़
quickly.
होती है यार।
I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every
हाँ,
species
फेयर
paid a
इनफ,
great
फेयर इनफ,
price in the fight
मेक
against
सेंस।
forbidden knowledge.
बात तो आप
This
सही
is
कह रहे हो
not
कि
a
एलिमेंटल यूज़ करती
responsibility
हैं।
you
एक्चुअली
should
प्रॉब्लम
carry
ये हो रहा है अभी
alone.
कि ना मेरे पास हीलर
You
बहुत कम है,
mentioned that there
तो
were
आई
other
रादर वांट
survivors besides yourself.
पीपल लाइक कैरेक्टर्स हु
Where
कैन
are
डील
they?
डैमेज एज वेल
Maybe
एज
they'll
लाइक
remember.
The
हील मी एज
apocalypse
वेल,
put
क्योंकि
us
मेरे
to
पास
immense pain.
फिलहाल के लिए
Many of my family
बारबरा
members
है
have
जो
already
डैमेज
met
बिल्कुल डील नहीं
their end.
करती, मेरी वाली
I'm
एटलीस्ट।
not sure who else is still alive.
फ्यूरिना
Don't
आई
worry,
रादर
I
यूज
should
हर
be
फॉर
able to
डैमेज।
find them.
हीलिंग
Just
उसका
leave it to me.
आई डोंट नो।
I'll leave the rainforest to the
बेनेट है,
Armada.
और
And as for the city,
ये कीकी मेरे को इसलिए अच्छी लगी क्योंकि केया यूज करके ना मुझे ये फील हुआ है कि
oh yeah,
जब वो
they'll get
रोटेशन
it
में
in
नहीं
there.
होता, जब वो फील्ड से बाहर होता है, तो वो
Give
कुछ
me
कर
a
नहीं
moment.
पाता। तो
I'll
कीकी दैट
contact
वे इज
them
काइंड
right
ऑफ वर्कड
now.
आउट फॉर मी, सो आई गेस आई थॉट आई विल, यू कैन बिल्ड कीकी विद ट्रैश आर्टिफैक्ट्स। नहीं, अच्छे वाले दिए हैं अब तो। देखते हैं, अभी के लिए तो है मेरे पास।
That's
समंत
okay.
भाई, यो व्हाट्सअप व्हाट्सअप।
It may take some
यू
time
हैव
to find
प्लेंटी ऑफ
them,
हीलर्स
so
भाई।
let's wait for a bit.
Thank
इजी
you,
वाले
Lord
नहीं
of
है यार
Dendro.
कोई, मतलब फ्यूरिना में दो चार
Believe
बार
that
दिमाग
you will
लगाना
keep
पड़ता है,
your
बटन दबाने पड़ते हैं।
promises.
पीएस में बड़ा इशू है यार
When I
खेलने में।
saw you
मोबाइल में सबके लिए
online,
अलग अलग,
I had a
यू नो,
feeling you were here because of the agreement.
क्या बोलते हैं, यूआई में अलग अलग चीजें दिए हुए हैं। पीएस में सब कुछ
Agreement?
एक ही या दो बटनों
You
से हो रहे
might
होते
not
हैं।
remember, but this is a
कीकी
prophecy
नीड्स
that we
अटैक
deeply
परसेंट ऑल,
believe
ओके,
in. That
ठीक है,
the
डन,
Lord of Dendro will bring us
मेक
home
सेंस।
once the catastrophe comes to an end.
see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
हाँ हैश भाई, सही कह रहे हो आप. मतलब
Yes,
मैं भी ऐसे ही
I
मतलब
didn't mention it
इंट्यूटिवली ही
just
काम
now,
चला रही हूँ अपना.
but do you
इतना तो
remember when
कैरेक्टर्स
I
के बारे में
told
मेरे
you
को
that your
नॉलेज भी नहीं
power
है,
in the
तो
crystal is very
मैं
similar
उनके
to
साथ खेलती
mine,
हूँ और देखती
yet
हूँ अगर
also
ये वाला
different?
स्टाइल
The
थोड़ा
elemental
इंकॉर्पोरेट कर पा
power
रही हूँ कि नहीं
inside
मैं
the
अपने
crystal is completely
एटलीस्ट
identical to
फाइट्स
that of
पे.
the fungus.
तो
What?
वही. और ये भी
Exactly.
बात है कि सारे
The
एलिमेंटल्स का एक
prophecy that
स्ट्रांग
you
बंदा तो
mentioned
होना
is
चाहिए
probably
सबके
an
पास.
agreement
तो
that I made with an elemental life form
अभी
that
मेरे
once
पास क्रायो
existed
और
in
डेंड्रो,
space.
नहीं क्रायो
I
डेंड्रो
had
और
to
जियो,
seal with the
इन तीनों
forbidden
में कोई भी
knowledge to
स्ट्रांग
save
बंदा है
their
ही नहीं.
homeland.
तो वही
The
मेरे को बिल्ड
process,
करना है.
however,
तो
took away some of my
क्रायो
memories.
के लिए मैं
That
किकी यूज़ कर
sequence of
लूँगी.
events
डेंड्रो
would
के लिए हम
explain the
नहीदा
persistent
बैनर के लिए
feeling
वेट
that
कर
I had
लेंगे. और
unfinished
जियो का मैं
business.
सोचती हूँ क्या करना है.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
कुछ नहीं तो अपना ट्रैवलर भी काम आ जाता है, जियो वाला. नॉट बैड.
I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything. Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
You are not
Take the shot! Illusion shattered! Spring forth! Insolent!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind strike!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this.
यार कुलदीप, लेकिन आई थिंक यू प्लेड विद दिस टीम yesterday, no?
Appearance of our
I
kind
think
will
so.
change according to the
भाई कितना
environment.
सॉलिड टीम है. मजा आया था मेरे
After
को इसको देख के.
communicating with various living
Very unlikely
organisms
team.
in
A
Sumeru,
team of
we
a team of
discovered that some
healers
elemental
doing
life were
damage.
most
It was
adapted
fun to
live in
watch.
these lands. Thus, we
हैश
reached
जी,
out
आपका
to
तो मुझे पता
former
ही है, आपने
fungi
बोला था.
and became a part of their group.
यस,
Hard to believe
राइडन
that's
येलन,
impossible.
The
जीन
most
एंड
important
नाविया.
instinct any life
भाई
form
नाविया के बैनर में मैं
possesses is
पुल ही नहीं कर
adapting
पाई.
to
तब
the
तक तो मेरे पास
environment.
कुछ भी नहीं था.
I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon.
जीन is 70
Your
level.
hand is shaped
Nice.
like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth. Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired. You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
नाविया से याद आया, आज मैं क्लोरीन का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट खेल रही थी एंड आई फेल इन लव विद द कैरेक्टर ऑनेस्टली. इतना अमेजिंग कैरेक्टर मैंने नहीं, लाइक उसका जो वेपन है वो इतना प्यारा लगा मुझे, मजा आ गया.
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
I got Navi and her weapon in 30 pulls. भाई कहाँ से आते हो तुम लोग, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा. कैसे मिल जाते लोगों को ये लक, कहाँ से लेके आते हो? मतलब इज इट लाइक अ स्पेसिफिक लोकेशन यू प्रेफर स्टैंडिंग एंड पुलिंग फ्रॉम? क्योंकि मैंने ऐसे यूट्यूब वीडियोस देखे हैं जहाँ पे लोग काफी सुपरस्टिशियस होते हैं.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
ओके सिगविन, आई डोंट हैव मच ओपिनियंस अबाउट सिगविन. अच्छा कैरेक्टर है क्या? क्लोरीन मतलब
That name is
आई
great.
थिंक इस पूरे गेम में अगर इफ यू
Strange and cute at the same time.
आस्क मी
It's a
कि
name only Paimon would
कौन
be
से
able
दो
to come up
कैरेक्टर
with.
तुम्हारे को बहुत सिमिलैरिटी लगते हैं
That's
अपने
right.
पर्सनालिटी के साथ? एक मेरे को देया लगी, बहुत बहुत करीब मेरे पर्सनालिटी के, और एक क्लोरीन थी, काफी बढ़िया बढ़िया औरत है वो.
I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like
Sigwin is terrible. Oh shit.
Yes. I must
Too bad,
go
yeah.
before I return. It's just as important as my homeland. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's the withering.
Yes.
यार हैजी, बस
I've heard
बस कर
humans
यार,
also call it
बस
that
कर यार,
before.
बस.
It's the last
नहीं सहा
form
जा
we
रहा मुझसे.
take when we are at the end of our
मेरी
life.
राइडन बैनर ने तो मुझे रुला दिया. सुबह सुबह उठ के मैंने
Paimon
ऑफिस जाने से पहले पुल
doesn't
करे थे मैंने सारे
understand.
कि
It's
आज
trying
का
to
दिन
say that when they've
अच्छा जाएगा
suffocated
मेरा.
and reached the end
बट
of their
ओ
life,
माय गॉड, इट वाज
they
सो
become a
बैड.
tumor of the withering.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
कुलदीप गॉट सिगविंस 5 स्टार.
This is how the withering is formed?
सही है. यहाँ मुझे मुझे
Previous
एटलीस्ट
research has revealed that
थोड़ा
forbidden
सा
knowledge is
आई
the
कैन
root
फील बेटर
cause of the
दैट
withering.
मेरे से ज्यादा फूटी
Even
किस्मत
if
है लोगों
forbidden
की.
knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the Withering, but what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky. But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower. After an adventurer clears the Withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return
That
home,
weapon has 60%
each one
HP.
I
Whoa,
manage to bring back
60%
will make
HP,
me
which
that
no other
much
character
happier.
can use. Bye,
I
makers भी
understand.
कभी-कभी ना
Just leave it to us.
मतलब प्लान करके मारते हैं अपनी.
So you're worried about me. It's
बट
fine.
कुलदीप यार तुम्हारे पास
Forbidden
इतने
knowledge
बहुत
doesn't
बढ़िया
exist
कैरेक्टर्स हैं
anymore.
यार.
It's natural to want to be
कोई बात नहीं.
overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this. We've dealt with the Withering countless times already. I see everything.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Let the world fly!
Wind strike! Illusion shattered!
Commit it to memory. Yeah. Yeah.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Scatter. Make yourselves at home. Everyone hold hands.
Shine down!
Strike a pose.
मेरे पास मैक्सिमम एचपी वाला बंदा 25 पे बैठा है. 25k.
The show begins.
expected. It's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home. Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
33 5-star
I think I
characters.
got something.
33. Okay. If it wasn't my live stream, I would have left the chat by now.
I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay, follow me.
Take them. I have no need. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside. But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right?
तो एक मिसिंग है. एक कौन सा मिसिंग है? क्लोरीन, आई एम गेसिंग.
Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus. I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will
हाँ, तो
guarantee the
31 भी
safety
कौन
of
सा
you and
कम
its
होता है?
family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great
More
elemental
than 50
power, so
characters.
you may be
क्या
able
चल
to
रहा है
do
भाई?
it.
मुझे तो ये
You
सब
will
चीजों
have
का
to
आइडिया ही
use
नहीं
power
है.
equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all. Alright! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus! It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is? Oh, how do we do that? I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to
अरे
see you,
स्पॉइलर.
I'll be able to hear your answer. Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, traveler. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my way through. This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood. Nahida? What's wrong? I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
So who are you going to pull for next, Kuldeep? हर्षी आप भी बताओ.
Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home
किस
is.
बैनर का
I
इंतजार
was
है?
hoping you still remembered.
I remember. Really? That's great! Home, Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon.
Nice, nice.
I'm
आपने
sorry,
बोला
I
था
just got so
Argentina weapon. All
excited.
the best यार.
I've
And we
probably
are
never
waiting for
expressed
Emily.
such
Emily
emotions
कौन है?
before. But yes, our
Emily
home
वो
is the
perfume
Dendro
perfume
Dragon.
girl.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's
Okay.
confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin? Yes, they're both dragons, but a pep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees. Ice.
There
हाँ
is
भाई
an
पायरो
entire
ट्रैवलर
world
बढ़िया होगा.
inside the Dendro Dragon's
मुझे भी वेट है
body.
उसका.
The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us
I don't know what
inside
is
of
a
itself.
character, but I like her
It once
damage
told us
capabilities.
in a
Awesome.
majestic voice
Emily, I
that
think
once
वही
we
है वो.
find the
She's a
Nahida,
Dendro user
we'll
ना.
be able to start
I think
life
she's
in a
that
new
perfume
world.
lady. उसका बैनर अभी भी
However,
recently आया था.
that day never
Introduce हुआ
came.
था.
Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse
Natlan के
started.
just पहले I think.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon.
Finally, Traveler
The
can
only
burn
difference
Paimon
is
when needed.
that the
Yes.
Dendro dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro
इनको
slug.
पाइमन को भी ऐसे जैसे
Wait,
आप लोग
then if
एक
that's
यूज
the
आइटम
case,
नहीं आता जहाँ पे आपको
doesn't that imply that a pet has
all these
also been
gadgets and so on.
contaminated by forbidden
ऐसे
knowledge?
पाइमन को भी एक
Yes,
गैजेट
that is
आइटम बनाना
correct.
चाहिए.
What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you before.
A pep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated, then a big void will also form inside the dragon! I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen a pep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization? But anyway, a pep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while. It's probably in pain as we speak. Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life. Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it? Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before? No.
Its power feels very familiar, like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members.
भाई मैं तो भूल ही गई थी डेंड्रो का भी एक ड्रैगन होना चाहिए था. अभी रियलाइज कर रही हूँ कि स्टोरी क्वेस्ट पहले कर
I'm
लेना चाहिए
counting
था
on you
मुझे.
all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this. Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
Go home, leave. Hard decision. Don't know.
No.
They are weak.
No.
I worry.
Please, I don't want to go in the second time. बड़ा दर्द होता है यार.
I hope.
And the
Don't
story is
worry.
not. अब मैं
I
स्टोरी में फंस
understand
चुकी
what you
हूँ.
were
It's not
trying to say.
letting me change my party also.
Family is
ये
very
ट्रैवलर को
important to us.
पता नहीं क्यों ही
No
रखा
matter
हुआ
what we
मैंने.
were actually family.
I think last time I was
It's done
playing
a
the
lot
game
to
कुछ
protect this
और
territory and
करने के
help
लिए
the
मैंने
public
लिया
know
होगा और
that it's
चेंज
about to
चेंज बैक ही
leave.
नहीं किया.
Can you do one
So
last
useless
big favor
type team
for
I'm
me,
fighting
Nahida?
with.
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well. Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like plant invasion.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Soil. There. First. Seed. Here. Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away.
go.
It wasn't hitting but instead turned to her baby! Spring forth!
Shine down! Wind strike! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! There is no escape!
That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough. Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't
अरे
seem like there's too much
भाई,
we can do until we receive some new leads.
not these bushes. हाँ रे
About
भाई,
the Dendro Dragon?
ऐसी ऐसी
We don't know
इधर
anything
उधर भाग
about
रही थी
it.
मैं.
Who
एक
is it?
सेकेंड, मैंने
And
बहुत सारा
what does it
चेकलिस्ट
have
कर
to
दिया.
do with King Deshret?
Man, wait for the you
Well,
are in for a
the
bigger
history
surprise.
of
Inazuma
dragons
also has
starts from
dragon,
the
but the
very
dragon is
beginning
naughty.
up to that.
Eh? Wait, have I done it? No, I
Sumeru
don't
was
think
a
so.
Pep's territory.
It's
In
very
those
difficult to kill the
days,
Dendro
the
dragon for the
lush
first time. ये
rainforest
तो मैंने
covered
पढ़
the
लिया. You
entire
need Kazuha for
nation.
the final fight. Done, Naji.
Oh, so there
This
was
team
no
is good
desert
enough.
back
Let's
then?
replace Traveler with Barbara. Fair enough. Or Bennett.
Not
हाँ,
at
Bennett से
first.
replace करने की सोच रही हूँ.
That came when a giant spike fell from the sky,
Mr.
turning a
Outplace,
huge
hi
section
hi.
of the rainforest into
Welcome
sand.
to
In
my
an
live
attempt to
stream. Thank you
adapt to
for
its new
watching.
environment, a Pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand. No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting. A Pep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable
हाँ,
to serve
hold
any
R2
trouble.
in normal attack. हाँ, yes, hold पे और ज़्यादा
Conflicts
effective
between the
रहता है.
two
Yes,
sides are destined to continue
recently
until a
realized that.
balance can be found. As far as I know, a Pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why a Pep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Torn to oblivion!
ये क्या हो गया? Sorry guys. Oh, finally change करने को मिल रहा है. Thank you very much.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? Family like.
Holding R2 increases the suction force in the area. हाँ जी भाई, R2 हाँ hold करना चाहिए. मैं बार बार दबा के छोड़ देती हूँ. जंप नॉर्मल अटैक कर देती हूँ.
It's just that
I shall do
you
that.
guys
Don't
are
use Bennett
actually
for
the
Dendro
same
Dragon
species.
fight. You will burn all your teammates.
So that's why he likes me. I like family.
I burned, but I heal as well. Lol.
Paimon doesn't quite understand.
Dendro
What
Dragon
it's
है,
trying to say is that as
तो
long as
ठीक है.
family
मतलब
members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place
मैं
importance on
बारबरा के साथ ही जाती
appearances,
हूँ फिर.
but we do not. we find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important. It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away! Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then the pet may be in danger. Sorry. It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal.
नहीं भाई, ये वर्स तो मैं हमेशा यूज करती हूँ उसका लॉल, सो बेनेट को तो अवॉइड ही करती हूँ मैं। बारबरा विल बी बेटर ऑप्शन। उसको प्रॉपर हीलर का रोल देके फ्यूरिना को फिर मैं अटैक पे लगाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा, कोई इशू नहीं है, हो जाएगा, पहली बारी में क्रॉस कर लेंगे यार, ऐसी क्या बात है। नहीं तो फूड तो है, इतना कुक करने का क्या फायदा हो रहा है लाइफ में, है ना।
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse?
चलो फिर बेनेट, बारबरा, काजुआ
eliminated?
राइडन कर लेते फिर।
That's not very likely.
वो भी ठीक है।
The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can return from.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there? It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
अरे वापस आ गए हम। जब मैं कैज़म कर रही थी ना, तो मुझे इतना नफरत था इस रीजन से। ओह माय गॉड, आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी हेट्स कैज़म।
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others? There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here.
अरे यहाँ तो मैं पहले भी आई थी। यहाँ पे तो एक और भी बड़ा एक क्वेस्ट भी था यहाँ पे। इसको मैंने ठीक भी किया था, मुझे याद है। वर्स्ट प्लेस इन गेंशिन, दैट आई एग्री भाई। इतना डार्क और कुछ सनलाइट नहीं, कुछ नहीं। देखो क्या है ये भाई, सो डिप्रेसिंग।
Another strange metaphor, but Paimon somehow gets this one.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and take a look.
Wish me luck. You want me on your team?
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right? Yep, I know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Wind strike. Illusion shattered. Teamwork is stripped.
Oh, we finally managed.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light. Wait, something dark is coming out. Something so
हंस दिया
bright.
आपका स्टोरी रिलेटेबल लगा मुझे मेरे साथ भी ये हुआ है
What's
कैज़म
going
में
on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time
एनकोनोमी
has
यार ये
passed
एनकोनोमिया क्या है
before the power
ये
of
कोई
the
और
oozing
रीजन है
filth
क्या
is more
मतलब
stable
ये
than that of
बहुत
the
लोगों को
apocalypse. It is still a
बोलते
form
हुए
of
सुना है वीडियोस
dangerous
पे बट आई
power.
डोंट नो व्हाट दिस इज
It might have lost its mind after being soaked in
या
it
मैं
for
शायद
such a
गई हुई हूँ
long
ऑलरेडी और
time.
मुझे पता नहीं है कुलदीप से आई हिट द डार्क
But we still
ग्लूमी
have
हेल
plenty
होल
of
वेल
questions we
है तो
need to
ये
ask.
सेम इज
I
कैज़म
should be able to purge it with my elemental
ओके
power. But this is our only chance.
ये एनकोनोमिया मेरा रीजन लिस्ट में भी नहीं शो करता ये क्या सिमुलंका की तरह लिमिटेड टाइम रीजन
Traveler. It's okay. I trust your judgment. I
ओह
was
वाओ
being a
व्हाट
little
कैन बी
hasty
वर्स देन
myself.
कैज़म
Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs. You want to use its power?
कहाँ है भाई
The
एनकोनोमिया
Lord of
नाम से
Dendro
तो ऐसे
seems
इनजुमा
hesitant.
में
I
इनजुमा
too
का
would
कैज़म
advise
लग रहा है
caution. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand. This no good, that no good. Save lives is important.
Yes, I understand, but this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
It's
व्हाट द
okay.
फक
There's no need to
कोकोमी के
argue.
आइलैंड के नीचे
I'll
है
think of something
डैम
to do about the elemental power that will be
यू हैव टू डू
used.
क्वेस्ट टू ओपन वाओ ओके
How
आई
about
डिड नॉट नो
this?
दैट
Traveler,
चलो
you could
अगला
try
अगला
using
सीन
it.
में वो करती हूँ फिर
I
क्वेस्ट का
understand
नाम
that
याद है
you
भाई
have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge. Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
The moon bath deep world quest. Complete it, then still waters flow world quest.
Into a different form. Only the
Man,
giant
it's a little
spike that
sad.
fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I
ठीक है हैज जी,
chose to go through
मैं
with
करती
it
हूँ ये दोनों क्वेस्ट
is the
फटाफट
moment
कंप्लीट।
I lost
और
my
एक दिन हम
chance of being
एंटोनोमिया भी
rescued
जाएंगे
by the
और
Lord
देखेंगे
of
कि इज इट
Dendro.
रियली वर्स देन
But
कैज़म।
enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the
एनकोनोमिया
Dendro dragon's
म्यूजिक इज
heart
आल्सो
of
स्केरी।
Oasis
अच्छा,
operates.
वेरी नाइस।
The Dendro
रिमाइंड मी नॉट टू
dragon
प्ले
has
इट
been
इन द रात को।
tormented by the apocalypse
कोबरा
for
ऋषि,
far too
वेलकम बैक
long.
टू माय स्ट्रीम।
It
थैंक यू सो
too
मच यार।
is nearing the end of
हाउ आर
its
यू डूइंग?
power. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using the fire seed, then the Dendro dragon
आज
will
किया आपने
begin
अपना
to
लाइव स्ट्रीम?
recover. And as a result, our homeland will return to the way it once was.
Oh, so the heart of Oasis is a pep source of power. No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the fire seed to save me?
Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know. The fire
माई
seed
टोटल
contains a high
एक्सप्लोरेशन ऑफ
concentration
एनकोनोमिया इज
of
बिलो
elemental
30%।
power
ओ,
inside
इतना
it.
बुरा है क्या?
It's very
शिट।
powerful yet fragile at the same
कुलदीप, आपने
time.
कितना एक्सप्लोर किया
It
है यार?
is not stable in its
कुछ
current
काम की
form.
चीज है वैसे?
To prevent any accidents, please don't use it again.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro dragon, the fire seed can also resonate with the heart of Oasis. In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro dragon by following the guidance of the fire seed. But you should hurry. There is little time to waste.
What about you?
Forget about me.
हाँ जी कोबरा
You
ऋषि,
should hurry home now.
नहीं था स्टोरी क्वेस्ट।
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you,
कुलदीप सेज
I've
एनकोनोमिया
already lost my
98%।
chance to
भाई,
be saved by the
मुझे
Lord
लग
of
रहा है ये
Dendro.
हैश जी और कुलदीप बहुत
Lord of Dendro,
ऑपोजिट टाइप के प्लेयर्स
I
हैं।
thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to
एक को
save the
बहुत ही गंदा
Dendro
लगा,
dragon.
एक को बहुत अच्छा
Our
लगा कि वो
past has been
98% खत्म कर
saved,
गया।
and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing filth.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home the most.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my
हाँ वैसे
friends.
बात भी सही है।
Its wish has come
3.5
true,
साल से
and
तो
it's
खेल ही रहे हो,
very
तो
happy
सब
right
कुछ
now.
एक्सप्लोरेशन तो खत्म कर ही
Because
दिया
its
होगा अभी
external
तक।
form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our
He
external
has too
form
many
does
things to
not
do. When I
matter,
played
and
Antonomia,
our
there was
home
only
has been
fair
saved.
enough.
There is nothing more important
Point तो
than
सही
being
है।
together with family.
Let's go!
हाइस जी कह रहे हैं हु इज द न्यू प्लेयर। भाई तुम्हारे को आपके बारे में बात हो रही है।
Home.
न्यू प्लेयर माने रिलेटिवली न्यू प्लेयर। आपके पास बहुत सारी चीजें करने को है, बहुत सारे रीजन्स देखने को है।
It's not much further. Follow me. We're close now. feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Something's over there.
अरे ये गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट ब्लैक में वूकोंग कब से बन गया भाई? ये क्या चल रहा है? इससे तो नहीं लड़ पा रही मैं वापस जा रही हूँ. आई थिंक आई एम गोना स्टॉप दिस quest here only.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Boor. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go. For only a moment. Foolish Boor. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Hyman's never seen death before!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important. Inner nature say.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words, they're residents of our homeland.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature. All they want to do is survive.
Let the show begin. don't seem aggressive anymore. They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackles. It seems only the Fire Seed or a Pep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the Fire Seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the Fire Seed again.
Everyone goes home, not just us. This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the Fire Seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
यार हैश भाई ऐसे बोल के मेरा दिल दुखा दिया तुमने। मैंने भी बहुत बहुत महीने जोड़े थे यार अपने PS5 खरीदने के लिए।
Thank
ऐसी
you,
बात नहीं है।
Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to a Pep again. After all, that giant Dendro Dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa, it's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Looking for trouble? Let's end this now! Birds come! Now you're testing my patience. Gotcha.
I'm getting sick of this.
Now you shall perish! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Wind strike! Shine down!
Let's dance.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah. Who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that? It doesn't seem to want to help at all.
How
यार
soon I
हैची
can
अभी
do?
कौन सी फोन पे खेलते हो आप?
Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care
Oh,
about
that's
what you
nice.
believe in,
Why
what
बड़ा
you
screen
hate, or
helps
what
man
you've
in this
done in
game.
the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the Traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The Traveler's no pushover.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the Traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed.
You have
It'll
DC.
restore
DC.
Pep with elemental power.
What is DC?
The
Sorry.
damage it suffered internally will
I have
also
to give
slowly
some
begin to
pointers.
heal.
ओहो
Then let's hurry and light it.
मुझे DC
We
क्या है
still
बता
need
दो
to
यार.
find the Traveler.
Alright, hang on.
हाँ. Yes, yes, of course.
Wait,
निंजा नारी के नाम से ये
what
दोस्त
happened?
ऐड कर लो
It
आप.
shattered.
Same spelling, same
It
everything.
was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it.
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter, unless...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh, do you know what we should
यार
do
गाइस एक बात बताओ, ये वाला बॉस ट्राउन्स डोमेन में है ना? आई थिंक इट काइंड ऑफ लुक्स लाइक द सेम वन. वहाँ पे भी ऊपर से एक सीड हैंग कर रहा होता है, वो बीच में फेज 2 पे भी जाता है.
The fire seed is
the
technically
boss,
just a ball of highly
is it the same
concentrated
one I'm thinking
elemental
of?
power. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus. So all I have to do is imitate that
अच्छा,
power.
नाइस नाइस. मैं ऐसे ही एक बार एक्सप्लोरेशन कर करके यहाँ पे आके
I'll
पहुंच
be
गई
able
थी.
to do
पहली
what
बार
the
मैं भी
fire
मर
seed
गई
was
थी.
supposed
एंड आई
to.
वाज आई थिंक वेरी वीक देन
You're
आल्सो.
gonna
अभी
become
रिसेंटली
the
आई केम
fire
हियर अगेन.
seed?
मतलब मैनेज कर लिया था.
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that a pep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
No.
अच्छा, तुम्हारा लिख
No,
दो फिर.
Nahida.
तुम्हारा लिख दो. आई लाइड यू.
The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad.
ठीक है ब्रो.
This is
आई लाइड यू
not
अप.
your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
Hey demon god, what's up?
Minute's memory.
There is no escape! Adorn my night! Illusion shattered! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Hey! Can you hear Paimon?
Hey demon god, I'm fine. How about you? I'm also really
Fungi
good.
said that your
You've
form
come,
didn't matter, right?
you've come after a long time.
And let us know that
How are
you
you?
were
Tell me
right.
what was happening in your life.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power, just as they did. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else
He
matters
has
to me, Pep.
done by.
Samara will be free from threat
Have
as
fun.
long as your
Enjoy
health is
your food.
maintained.
Thank you so much for joining.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs
Bye
deep
bye.
within me. Destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Heesh! Who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders. An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest, and it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones, while others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day.
I will follow them until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believed that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out! Still in one piece, too!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The Hydra fungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look. Huh. How are we going to explain all the complicated things that happened? Go, Barbara, go! They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It's said that Noor is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Wow. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again, someday.
चलो आज का क्वेस्ट खत्म हुआ फाइनली.
Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go! Let the show begin.
Illusion shattered! Let's light it up! Clouds high. Birds come! Time to go. Wind strike. Time to go. We go. Adventure time. We go.
Did you bring any light and breathable clothing? The land of Fontaine is mostly covered by temperate waters, and there's only a minimal temperature difference between day and night. It's relatively warm all year round. The humidity is also very high, so it's easy to end up sweating even after light physical activity. Some tourists may even find it a bit hot and muggy. Oh, come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have said the land of Fontaine, but the waters of Fontaine instead. Passengers, the Aquabus is now arriving at Poisson Tunnel. The Leche Fontaine is covered by water. There are also beautiful mountains and forests here. Molten Key is one of our most iconic peaks. Lots of adventurers enjoy camping on its summit. I heartily recommend the experience to all visitors. With that said, visitors should also pay attention to personal safety and hire some locals or Clockwork Mecha-esque bodyguards. We will now pass through Poisson Tunnel. Now that I think about it, very few people tend to take this line. Maybe it's because humans don't really like deserts? After all, the most popular route in and out of Fontaine is through Liyue's Tenue Vale. I've heard that in places with lots of sand, even Clockwork Mecha will start to malfunction. I mean, no rational person would try to cross a vast, hot, and dry desert to get to Fontaine, right?
no escape!
Let's dance.
Going in! Shine down! But a momentary distraction. Take them. I have no need. Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! How can you consider Wind strike!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Did I spend the time? Illusion shattered!
How inconsiderate of me. A gift for you. A grand surprise.
Shine down!
Did I scare you?
Let's dance.
Time to go. Time to go.
Hey Kuldeep, I'm just about to end my live stream. आपके साथ मैं co-op खेलती हूँ अभी थोड़ी देर में. अभी मैं थोड़ा खाना पीना करके निकलता है फिर. ओके ओके, जल्दी मिलते हैं. ओके बाय.